Welcome to another episode of the Claim Your Life podcast moment presented by TBG. As always, a big thank you to TBG's in-house studio and production staff. We can't do this without you. Here's Jane.
Welcome back. I had a very interesting conversation with someone who reached out to me this week after last week's podcast where I talked about the young man who had 8-month-old twins and no life insurance at home. And in the conversation, up came the topic of what about if your partner is staying at home with your children and not returning to work? Do they really need life insurance? Well, we had a very interesting conversation that transpired from that question. A stay-at-home partner, whether it be the dad or the mom, brings great value into your household. But unfortunately, you cannot put a price tag on what it is that they do for a family. So it's very important that both parents have life insurance on their own lives. And I want to reference a question in the master checklist at the back of my book around this very subject. So here's the question to think about if one of you stays at home. Have I made sure that I have sufficient life insurance in place on my stay-at-home partner in the event that he or she dies? You'll need to think about this in terms of replacing things this caregiver brings into the areas of such things as childcare, which increases based on the number and the age of the children you have, cooking, chauffeuring, event planning, sometimes a part-time psychologist, house cleaning, etc. These are all things that go under the radar screen. They often aren't looked at in terms of how much it would cost to replace this. But also think, if you happen to have a special needs child, is your partner providing medical care and development coaching to that child? And is your partner possibly also providing care and or assistance to elderly parents or anyone else in the home? Is your partner bringing in any income that would be lost? This is an extremely important, courageous conversation to have. And by having this conversation between you and your partner, you too, with the stroke of a pen, can claim your life. See you next week.
Thank you for listening, and Jane will be back next week with more listener feedback and another moment to help you claim your life. Be sure to follow Jane at janeblaufus.com. And on behalf of TBG, have a great week.